Hello and welcome to No Cruise Control, my first vlog all on MSC Virtuosa. Hi, it is Saturday the 29th of May and I am on MSC Virtuosa, the third inaugural voyage for her. There have been two previous ones, of which I'm sure you've seen lots of other cruise bloggers on. I was certainly very excited by seeing their videos and photographs before my own. And I'll be very excited to see, I think there are 3 travel bloggers on the next cruise. I know one of them is Solo Traveller UK, and I cannot wait to see his videos and shots, photographs as well. So I'll try and leave a link if I can. This is my first vlog, so I'll try and leave a link if I work out how to follow him, so you can continue your MSC Virtuosa viewing pleasure. So we embarked yesterday. We had a little bit of, well, the travel agent's service beforehand was amazing. Emma Otterly, I will tag her in as well. She is fantastic. So many cruise bloggers use her actually, booking for cruises, and I have nothing but as a sort of recommendations of using her because she is fabulous and everything is really easy. However, during the booking process I had an email from MSC Cruises to upgrade, and the upgrade all went a bit wrong. I think it's a new system, and yeah, I mean, I suppose you expect teething problems. And there was just some errors, and hopefully sorted now. But so we got on board. We'd booked a Bella balcony, and having never cruised with MSC before, I didn't really know what to expect. But Emma advised us Bella was fine, given that on these cruises we were getting free drinks, which is amazing. Thank you, MSC. So we got on. Oh, embarkation was a dream. It was fantastic. It was so organised. We went to a desk first in the Southampton cruise terminal where a lady, well, somebody would check your forms, check you had the right insurance, check that you had your COVID vaccine certification that may be off the NHS app, or a picture of your card. Also proof of negative COVID test if you hadn't had the vaccine. And then you just had everything checked, really, to check that you had everything, which was a good idea. So if anything came up that wasn't sufficient, they would be able to flag it there and sort it out, rather than have you further down the line causing havoc. But everyone seemed to have everything correct, and I think because we haven't cruised for so long, everyone is very much making sure that they're organised and knowing what to do. And you see the questions all over Facebook and Twitter of people asking, is this the right insurance, is this that? And there's videos like by Emma Cruises and other people doing videos to reassure people, really, the rules and regulations around these cruises, because we obviously all have a vested interest in these cruises going well, so that we can cruise again properly. But MSC so far, I mean, the on-ship service is just fantastic, and the organisation of the check-in with Southampton and MSC you could not fault it at all. So after having these documents checked, we then moved on to a check-in sort of area. Initially we moved into an area where you get swabbed. So we had the swab, and you have a nasal swab, and you wait for your swab with your party. So my husband and I had our swabs done. It was absolutely fine. Like, I swab myself twice a week anyway, because of my job in ITU as a nurse, and I'm used to it. But if it worst, it will make you sneeze, and that's it. So it's fine. Then after that check-in, we then went to actual check-in and checked in onto the ship. And then after the swab test, we were given a particular number to wait in a particular area of the departure lounge. So after check-in, we then went to this area in the departure sort of lounge, and then you just wait for your number to be called, and then you assume that everyone in your area is negative, and you just get invited onto the ship. So The check-in time, I think we were from arriving to, and then there was no queue to get in either. And from arriving to getting on the ship was probably, I don't know, about 35, 40 minutes. It was very amazing and slick. Considering it's only the third time they've done it, it was really slick. When we got on the ship, we arrived into the sort of promenade area. I'm sorry, I don't know my terminology all yet, so you will have to forgive me. And I mean, that's just a spectacular area of the ship with the huge sky dome and the Union Jacks all over it, and it was just spectacular. And it's quite an emotional time, you know, especially for us people that are avid cruisers, walking onto a ship when you haven't been on a ship since, I think my last ship was Scarlet Lady, so February 2020, and it just takes your breath away. It's just, especially given that the ship is massive. I've never been on a ship built for over 6,000 people before. And obviously there's only 1,000 people on it at the moment because of government COVID rules. So yeah, so much space. It feels incredibly safe on here. Everyone wears a mask when they're just walking around. When you're sat down and having a drink or eating, you can take your mask off. Everyone was tested and vaccinated or had a test at home as well. It just feels incredibly safe. We had a temperature check this morning, and I believe everyone on the ship has a temperature check too. And yeah, it just feels really safe. So we came onto the ship yesterday and came to our cabin because our embarkation time was 13:40, so we got on the ship a little bit later. The cabin was already ready, so we went up to our balcony cabin and, you know, had an explore around. And then we had a lunch by the pool, just a snack, and had a few cocktails, just because we haven't had them on the ship for so long. And also the drinks package, we have the basic kind of included one with the included MSC one on these particular cruises, where they've very kindly given everyone as a basic a drinks package with free drinks up to the value of £10, which is fantastic, and it gives us so much choice. I'm not a big drinker on shore at all, rarely drink to be fair, but on a ship I do. So I'm probably a bit of a binge drinker, which is really bad as a nurse, you know, I shouldn't be. But on a cruise I do like cocktails, and I mean usually they're expensive, so, well, can be expensive, so, you know, I treat myself to maybe one a day, whereas on here, because they're included in the price, we have had a couple. But we're on holiday, and we haven't been on holiday since, well, 2020, the beginning of 2020, so, you know, you only live once and all that. So yes, we'd had a few drinks, had some food, went back to our cabin, expecting to do the safety briefing, and we had a phone call from a butler. My husband answered, and she introduced herself, checked that we were who we were, and said that she'd be coming to get us to take us to our new cabin. So that was a very nice surprise, and I'm not really sure who's organised it. I know it's related to the errors, I think, that have happened, but, you know, I think they're being rectified now. But whoever has organised it, I'm internally grateful, and I mean, I've always said that I had undoubtedly that the service on the ship would be absolutely fantastic. You know, most of you people that will be watching this have cruised before, or many times probably, and you know that the service on the ship is, you know, second to none. They're just fantastic. Nothing is too much bother, and they're just amazing. So I've always said, even through my moaning about that, I was like, I have absolutely, like, I just have no sort of questions at all. I know on the ship the care will be amazing, and it is. Surprise, surprise. I mean, do you know, it's just, nothing is too much bother. They're just amazing. Our service is spectacular. I really don't think you could get a service like this on dry land anywhere, to be honest. So yeah, we were moved, and we were invited up to the Yacht Club. Our lovely butler, Mary. I've never had a female butler before. I think I've had 4 butlers, and they've all been men. She's fabulous. she helped us with our luggage, despite me saying it's okay, you know, because we bought a huge case and a little case. I mean, we're only on here for 4 nights, but we've shared the big case because Dave needed space for that black tie and I had a dress, and I just felt bad because she took the big case, bless her, and she's only small and petite, but she was, you know, as usual, people are like, no bother, let us do this, so bless her, she was brilliant. Brought us up here, settled us in, gave us new cruise cards with Yacht Club on them. I think I've got mine here. New card. Last one was all gold because I've got the status match from MSC, which is another amazing thing that they do. So we were invited up, given new cards, and shown around our cabin suite. So we're in a deluxe suite, which is Yacht Club, and it's amazing. It's a nice suite. It's very similar to Britannia suites and like Arcadia, Aurora suites I've been on before, but it's lovely. I mean, it's beautiful. It feels, and when you're in a cabin, the cabins are wonderful, like, don't get me wrong, a normal balcony is how, it's sort of the basic that we would sail on, and they're usually fabulous, you know. You're on a ship, it's amazing. It's just, this feels like a hotel room, kind of. It's big, it's really spacious. It's, the bed is so comfortable. I'm sure it's got, I need to investigate, but I'm sure it's got some sort of memory foam, like, topping on it. It's just, and because not many people have slept in it yet, it's not really memory foam to anyone else. So it's fabulous. We slept so well last night. I was probably a bit tired as well, and probably the cocktails had helped. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to do a separate cabin tour because I do have quite a bit of rubbish out here now and chargers and all sorts, and it looks messy. And I'm attempting now to vlog, so I've got all this other stuff around. But yeah, I'll do a cabin tour and show you, because I know people might be like, is it worth me upgrading to a suite? Do you only live once? And I am very much of that thoughts, and seeing young people die in my job. And my husband, bless him, he nearly died once after a brain hemorrhage. So I just think, you know, if you can pay all your bills and you can have a comfortable life and you can treat yourself, then why not? Life is short for some. And if it's not short, well then enjoy yourself doing loads of amazing experiences. But yes, I tend to waffle a bit, I'm sorry. So I will do a suite tour. It will be the first one I've done in a long time, so that will be up on YouTube at some point. We'll see how that goes. Be kind, it's my first one. We'll see. I'll also try and do a vlog a day, I think, and tell you what I've been up to. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say, really. I will try and vlog future cruises over the summer as well. It's very exciting that when we get back from this one, it's not long to our Trader and Voyages trip on Golden Horizons, so hopefully I'll vlog on that. I'm not sure if there are any vloggers on their dress rehearsal cruise. Hopefully there are. It's always lovely to meet others. If not, I will show you all on board. I must say though, I met Paul and Carole, Love to Travel, yesterday, and that was lovely. They're so lovely and so funny. It's funny, we were in the Sky Lounge, I think it's called. I'm so awful with the names of the ships so far, but I will learn, I promise, before I get off and give you the correct names. But I've got it here, the Sky Lounge. I've written them all down. Sky Lounge. We were sat in there, Dave and I, having a cocktail, and I looked aside and I could see a lady that looked like Carole, and then I realised it was. So I was like, oh, of all the places in this huge ship, I sit next to you. So it was lovely meeting them, and they are lovely, like really lovely. And we met them again just now in the Yacht Club, which was really nice as well. And Marcus Sparks, I think he is known as, is on board as well, so can't wait to catch up with him. Do you know, all you cruise or people are so lovely and friendly, so it is a joy to meet you and I mean, I was saying to them really, so I'm putting a face to a name, but actually because I've watched their vlogs, I feel like I've already met them. But they really are as lovely as they seem on their videos. And yes, and I'm sure Marcus is too, and hopefully we'll be catching up with him soon for a drink aboard this beautiful ship.